I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Coconut, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
What does in transit mean? When you see that on our website at jackburford.com, it means your favorite Chevy is on the way. Call us at 859-623-3350 to reserve it, and we'll keep you updated throughout the entire process. See, it's that easy. Reserve your new Chevy today at jackburford.com. Your vehicle is now in transit.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's time for exciting live and local sports action on Richmond's very own WBON TV, the leader in local sports television. Watch live on your big screen with the WBON TV Roku channel or by streaming the live player at WBONTV.com. And support these great local sponsors who support our community. Now, here's your announcers for the game.
Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Easter. Welcome in to Turkey Hughes Field, Earl Combs Stadium. Michael Watkins and Tom Gross here with you, and we've got some minor league baseball here in Richmond today, Tom, as the Lexington Legends are here in Lexington to take on their newest rival. It's kind of a rivalry already, even though they've never played a game, in the Wild Health Genomes. The two teams in the American League of Professional, or Atlantic League of Professional Baseball, and will be starting up their season here in the next, 5 or 6 days? It's right around the corner.
Yeah, next Thursday.
A little promotion here at EKU just to get some fan interest drawn up about the upcoming season up in Lexington. Should be a fun year. You and I last year were involved in this as well, as we did our own first year kind of doing the play-by-play for the season. And it was a really fun year, obviously, with the Legends doing what they did and winning the Atlantic League last season, and played really good all year long, won the tournament, and really created a buzz around the city there in Lexington about what they were doing, so much so that when it was brought up, there was potential for another team to be added. That team was added, so they had an uneven number of teams. So Andy Shea, the owner, said, let's do this. I can bring another team to Lexington. They now have 2 teams up there. There will be 123 games, Tom, at Wild Health Field here in the coming year. So you want to take Genomes, or how you want to do this? We want to have some fun today.
Let's alternate innings. That's always fun.
That'll work. So we've got Demetrius Moorer, who will lead things off for the Wild Health Genomes. This is the first ever at-bat in the history of the Genomes franchise. And a call strike one for Daniel Corsino, who's the starting pitcher tonight for the Legends. Got an 0-1 count here as Corsino leans in, pitch up high, a ball and a strike. Corsino pitched for the Cincinnati Reds, former Los Angeles Dodgers, so he's been around the big leagues a time or two. In 2014, he pitched in 5 games for the Reds. In 2018, he pitched in a pair of games for the Dodgers. So, a experienced pitcher. In his early 30s, got a 2-1 count for Moorer. And that one's grounded over to third. Fielded and thrown over in time for the out. In mid-season form, Tom, that's the first out of the game. And the first at-bat in the history of the Genomes, a ground out to third by Demetrius Moorer.
Yeah, Williams made a nice play at third base and came up clean with it and threw it across the diamond to Marshall for the putout.
Get a good shot there on the Bluegrass restoration and construction replay. Aiden Mills, our cameraman, he'll actually be running some camera for the Legends this year as well. Pitch on the outside. Jose Preseno behind the plate. Some of these players, obviously, there's going to be a lot of change over time. Some of these guys going up to the big leagues. Preseno, Courtney Hawkins, who's in left field. 2 names that might be familiar names for fans if you were fans of the Legends last year. Here's another grounder over to third. It'll be a bang-bang play. And safe at first is Anderson Miller. A good effort by Williams over at third, but he couldn't get his man, and there's one on for the Genomes.
Got to go ahead on that. I'm jumping the gun on Hugh over there, but I'm sure that's a base hit. Nice play by Williams, though. Back-to-back ground balls to him there at third base.
Riley Mahan will bat now from the left side of the plate. Turkey Hughes Field. Man, what a makeover this stadium has had with Earl Combs Stadium now overlooking the campus here. And this is one of the best ballparks, I would think, in the state, Tom. And it is just, got a good crowd. The sun won't beat down on you for most of the game when you're here. The turf is absolutely beautiful, and it's really hard to compare.
Yeah, folks can see it on TV there. It's I like how they do the 2 different colors to make it look as if it's mowed in that fashion.
Got an 0-1 count here to Mahan. Rossino checks his man at first and delivers. Swing and a miss. It's an 0-2 count for the Legends. There were some former Cincinnati Reds last year. Brandon Phillips, who will be back with the team this year. His brother PJ is actually the manager for the Lexington Legends. So if you're a former or if you're a Reds fan, you will obviously remember the Hall of Famer Brandon Phillips. What a great career he had. He'll be back in Lexington this season. Pitch down in the dirt, a ball and 2 strikes. But, Tom, I had so much fun last year calling these games up in Lexington, and this year we've added Steve Tressler to the mix. He'll be calling some games with us, so the 3 of us will tackle those 123 games.
Two teams. It's going to be a lot of baseball, but I love it.
Got a 1-2 count. Runner taking off. Pitch inside. Gets away from Preseno. And advancing up to second base is Anderson Miller. So a runner in scoring position early on for the Genomes as they look to score for the first time this season in the franchise's history.
Yeah, even if the ball had not gotten away from the catcher, that base was stolen on the pitcher early on. Nice jump down there by Miller.
2 balls, 2 strikes. This one will chop her over to short. Going to be a tough play. Throw over. Man, that's a nice defensive effort by the shortstop Cuevas for getting over there in time and making the throw for out number 2. Runner at third for the Genomes. And now coming to the plate is Connor Shaw. And some of these names, Tom, from you and I doing games last year, we recognize them from other teams from last season. Shaw was a familiar name. Dennis Phipps, who's actually on the Genomes right now, he played with the Legends during that postseason run.
Right.
Was a big piece of the championship team. Pitch on the inside corner. Strike 1.
That was that run in the playoffs, that was just unbelievable. They they had a little bit of a lull before that because of all the players that were being switched around.
Well, injuries, too. I mean, there were a couple of injuries to some key players.
But they put it all together for that run, man, and just, I mean, really made a mockery out of the other team.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't remember the exact score of that championship game where, the Legends were just pounding the baseball in that final game.
I'm real excited to see the new turf at Lexington. Well, it was Lexington Legends Field. It's now Wild Health Field. And, man, he got him with a strike there, Michael.
Preseno with the strikeout, and down goes Shaw to end the innings. So the Genomes get a runner aboard as Miller, the first base runner in Genomes history, but he's stranded over at third. And we'll head to the bottom of the first inning. We're here live at EKU. It's the Lexington Legends and the Wild Health Genomes on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you. The constant changing of the weather in Kentucky can put a strain on your heating and cooling system. It's times like these when it's good to have someone on your side 24/7. That's Madison HVAC. No matter what you need, Madison HVAC is there, from standard heating and air services, indoor air quality, or commercial refrigeration. You can rest easy knowing you're getting the best there is with Madison HVAC. Financing options available. Visit MadisonHVACR.com to learn more or call 859-625-1471. It's frustrating when something unexpected happens to our vehicles. That's why Chris Thorne and the staff at CT Diesel Repair are here to ease that burden. They offer roadside service, can come haul your vehicle to the shop, and will keep you updated throughout the entire process. One thing that keeps our vehicles performing at their highest level is the tires we put on them. CT Diesel has great deals on tires right now, just in time for the colder weather ahead. Mention this ad and get a free rotating balance with any oil change at CT Diesel Repair. Visit ctdiesel.us for more information.
Boog Powell will lead things off for the Legends in his first plate appearance in Lexington. Boog was a tremendous player last year, played for a couple of different teams in the Atlantic League. And, Tom, he's one of those guys, it seemed like he was on base every single time he played against the Legends. But
he was the thorn in the side of the Lexington Legends last year.
We had Cole Sturgeon, who was so good in Lexington. He's moved up to the big leagues and playing some AA ball, I believe, as you said, when we were talking before we came on the air. And there you go, Boog Powell. As Boog Powell does, aboard with a base hit, a single into right field. And the Legends have a man aboard as Philip Irvin will now come to the plate for Lexington.
Michael Boog last season, man, I mean, he was on top of the stats, especially batting average, and led his team in about 3 or 4 categories last year. Depending on what team he was on, he did it for either team. So
Powell at first. Now Irvin will bat. Got Aaron Blair on the mound for the Genomes. And the first pitch, swing and a miss for Irvin for strike 1.
Boy, I like that swing. I think they'll like the dimensions on this ballpark here if they get one up in the air a little bit.
Powell over at first. Good speed. And that pitch coming high and tight to Irvin. And, Tom, we talked about it. This is going to be a rivalry for sure. You share a stadium with another team, and it creates a little bit more of a buzz. I think 41 games this year between these two teams. So they will become very, 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 very familiar with each other as this season makes its way through end October.
I have enjoyed the banter between the two teams on Twitter leading up to the season.
Oh, yeah.
It's been fun to watch.
2 balls and a strike for Irvin. Powell dancing around over at first. He'll drop back and get back in time.
Oh, he's got good speed, and he can steal bases, so he's a great leadoff man to have to start the season off here for the Legends.
Blair comes home with a pitch. It's up high and tight. 3 balls on the strike. Aaron Blair, I'm not sure, Tom, his size, but he's got kind of come across, got those long legs, tall and lanky. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Irvin lets it go by, and ball 4, and the Legends have 2 aboard. And, folks, if you like the long ball, if you like power from your hitters.
Yeah, baby.
This guy right here, Courtney Hawkins, Tom nicknamed him the Hawk last year because if he got a hold of one, that ball would absolutely soar over the outfield wall. And Courtney Hawkins will dig in here with the Legends early on in the top or the bottom of the first inning with 2 on and nobody out. Hawk swinging through on a strike 1 pitch. A little breaking ball that broke outside, and Hawkins falls behind 0-1. Powell at second, Irvin at first, 2 aboard for the Legends in the bottom of the first inning here at EKU. Hawkins lets that one go by and quickly behind 0-2. But think about the power and the ability for this Legends team right now. You look at the potential of this lineup, but the guys they have out there right now, obviously you throw in a Brandon Phillips. Hawkins, did he go around?
Yeah.
Check swing, strike 3. Down goes the Hawk. Didn't do that many times last year, Tom. Courtney Hawkins was one of those guys, he missed almost 2 months during the regular season, and I think was maybe 2 or 3 home runs shy of the league lead. So he is a guy that, if you like power, Courtney Hawkins can obviously supply that for you. One out, 2 on. For now, Jose Preseno, another name familiar for Legends fans from last season. Jose joined the team a little bit early on in the second half of the year and was a big piece of that championship squad as well.
Good catcher, Michael. He really did a nice job coming in.
And you know what I remember about Jose too, Tom? He was a good leader. He really kept told guys where they needed to be. He was a good. If you needed him to hit one way and drive a run in or whatever you needed him to do, he was one of those guys that could do it all for you. Very experienced player is Jose Preseno. Got a 2-0 count here as he bats with 2 on and 1 out in the bottom of the first. Blair checks on Boog Powell at second, delivers the pitch. Preseno lets it go by on a pitch on the outside corner, makes it 2-1. Legends had a lot of different catchers last year. Remember, Pete Jorgen had Pacheco, who retired after the first half of the season. Two and 1 to Preseno. That pitch at the knees, a called strike 2. We had Christian Correa, who came in late in the year. He was also a guy that he and Preseno kind of flip-flopped days on and days off at the catcher position for the Legends. Got a 2-ball, 2-strike count for Preseno. He'll deliver the pitch. It's inside. Ring him up. Preseno strikes out looking, and he did not like the call. So back-to-back strikeouts for Aaron Blair.
Yeah, Blair doing a nice job now. Got behind early there, gave up the single to Powell and then the walk, and now all of a sudden, back-to-back strikeouts.
Now it's Blake Swihart, excuse me. Got 2 on, immediately had 2 on, and then here we go with back-to-back strikeouts for Blair to kind of help get himself, or the potential to get himself out of a jam early on. Swihart was a member of the Boston Red Sox organization. Me being a Red Sox fan, Tom, there was a lot of buzz surrounding this young man at one time, and he's coming to bat here for the Legends in 2022. Pitch inside. It's a ball and a strike. Boog Powell over at second. You got Irvin at first. And the 1-1 pitch. Pitch outside 2-1. Tom, for us here on WBON TV, we've been trying to get some games in. It seems like every time we get a game in on the schedule. It's been canceled. The weather has obviously not been cooperative, and then the fact that both the two teams at Madison Central and Southern have both had to play almost every single one of their games on the road because their fields are being worked on right now. It's been very difficult for us to get games in, but it appears that those teams are going to be playing at home the rest of the season, so we should be able to be back out there and streaming some games for you here at the high school level in Madison County. We'll also have that all-star game for you at Madison Southern between the 11th region and 12th region teams on Friday night. And then on Saturday, Tom, we will have the inaugural induction of the Madison County Sports Hall of Fame. We'll have that for you on Saturday evening as well. So a busy week for us here at WBON. So a walk to Sweetheart will put him aboard, and we've got the bases loaded situation for Ben Revere, former big leaguer.
Good guy to have up here.
Ben Revere, the Legends hitting coach. Sets in and watches one go by on the inside corner. Revere played high school baseball at Lexington Catholic. Was a member of some pretty good major league teams as well. And you look at the experience between him and Brandon Phillips, what they were able to do at the big league level. Really bringing some star power to this Legends organization. Bases loaded for Revere as Blair gets the sign from Dennis Phipps behind the plate. That pitch inside gets away, but Boog Powell unable to advance. It's going to be 2-1. There's a lot of EKU Legends ties, Tom. You look at not only the players that have played in this organization that, played baseball at EKU, a lot of interns from the university will go and intern with the Legends and the Genomes organizations now. And as Revere awaits the 2-1 pitch, we'll get back to that thought. Ben takes it outside, 3-1. You got Keith Hardiman, who does a lot of PA announcing for EKU with basketball and football, and does some stuff for baseball and softball as well. He's, a big piece of the Legends organization up in the booth with us during the season. This one's grounded over to first, and it'll be out number 3. The Legends load them up and strand them full as we end the first inning. No fireworks just yet. After 1, it's the Legends 0 and the Genomes 0. We'll talk about the ties surrounding EKU and Lexington Legends when we come back. We're here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or, if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday, starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Hometown Dental prides themselves on being on the cutting edge of the latest dentistry technology. In a time where safety and their customers' well-being is of the highest importance, Hometown Dental is taking every precaution necessary, like by allowing patients to fill out their paperwork online before coming in for their first visit. Visit HometownDentalRichmond.com to see what sets Hometown Dental apart from the rest. They accept most insurances and want you to know they are here to help. Hometown Dental on Atwood Drive in Richmond, or visit their offices in Stanford and Lancaster.
Back here on WBON TV, before we went to commercial break, we were talking about some of the tie-ins between EKU and the Legends organization. We got to some of them, and Tom, one of the biggest ones is our buddy Hugh Davis, who's the stat extraordinaire. He also does the scoreboard for the Legends up in Lexington. So, we'll see Hugh a lot during football season and basketball season, obviously, and we'll see him a lot throughout the year up in the booth with us in Lexington. So the Legends and the Genomes here at EKU, streaming live on WBON and on WBON TV, over the air and on cable, Channel 9. Glad to have you along. And here in inning number 2, my broadcast colleague, folks, he is a legend himself in the softball world, in the Breathitt County Bombers.
Sluggers.
Sluggers.
Yes.
You all hit bombs, though. You slugged it out of there all right.
Yes, lots of bombs.
Tom broke the single-season record of 12 home runs back in 1978 with the Breathitt County Sluggers, and he's going to have inning number 2 here for you on WBON, the freshly shaved Tom Groves.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Michael, the main event Watkins here.
Hey, now. Hey, whoa.
All right, we're ready to get things started again as first pitch into the shortstop Rondon. Sevilius Rondon, the shortstop, will lead it off here in the second. He'll be followed by the third baseman Luke Becker, and then Dennis Phipps, the catcher, will bat number 3 in this inning. Right-hander kicks and fires, and that's fouled off. Don't hit my car.
That's why you drive the station vehicle, Tom.
Yeah. Corsenio, 13 pitches in that first inning, so he came out unscathed, 1 strikeout. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. That's all she wrote. Yeah. Second strikeout in the game for Corsenio.
It's like Tom Gross at La Rosa's Pizza. In and out quickly was Rondon there on that at-bat.
Luke Becker comes to the plate. He also hits from the left side. See a lot of the left-handed hitters here against the righty. Corsenio, here's the wind-up in the pitch, and that's on the outside part of the plate for a called strike. Nice little curveball there by Daniel. Corsenio, both these pitchers, Michael, looking good here early on in this year. Here's a shot. First one hit deep to right field. Tracking it out there and hauling it in is Irvin. No problem, but he was on the warning track, so that's the farthest hit ball thus far in the game, and it's nothing but a long out. 2 down.
Yeah, nice hit there into right field, as you said, just didn't get enough of it.
Here's Dennis Phipps, the catcher. Dennis will bat from the right side. I'm wondering on a real bright, sunshiny day if the pink is going to bother our eyesight a little bit. Genomes wearing pink this evening. They're away pink shirts for tonight's game. Uni's on the way. There's a shot that's hit straight up in the air. Marshall's going to camp under it behind first base, and it's 3 up, 3 down.
Wow.
And a very quick inning there. Nice pitching by Corsenio.
Quick. Yeah, very quick inning for Corsenio and the Legends. And, Tom, a good job by the defense as well, making some nice plays. You obviously saw the play made by Irvin out in the right field, but back come the Legends. We'll see if they can get some offense going in this bottom of the second here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
All right. I think I counted 1, 2.
Was it 7 pitches?
1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. How many foul balls? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Yeah, because that was first pitch. The fly out to right was the first pitch, and that pop-up was the first pitch, and there was 2 foul balls. There wasn't.
Okay.
And yeah, it was 3 pitches,
yeah.
So 5 pitches. Wow. Total of 18. And ladies and gentlemen, here's your starting lineup for your brand new Kentucky Wildcats since everybody transferred or went to the NBA. What's Blair's first name?
Aaron. Dun, dun, dun,
The more I watch this, the more I like this baseball better than Major League.
baseman, Montrell Marshall.
We're back here on WVON TV. And, Tom, we got, is this Marshall leading off here?
Yeah, M Squared will step in, the first baseman. Montrell Marshall batting from the right side. Batting in the 7th spot tonight. Here's a shot. Got under it a little bit. I mean, he hit that straight up in the air and camping under it no problem. Moore able to haul it in, 1 out.
Just a long fly ball, but starting to see these guys get some wood on it at least and put it in play.
The second baseman, Dominic Betancourt, will come in and bat from the right side as well.
Yeah, Betancourt's also a name last year fans might remember. Played for a different team in the Atlantic League, but he's made his way over to Lexington. Could be a guy we see play a few different positions for the Legends this year.
Aaron Blair winds and delivers. He missed a little bit on the outside part of the plate. He had 25 pitches back in that first inning. Here's the pitch. That's laced down the left field line. That'll bounce out of play into the bullpen down the left side. Legends bullpen for this game. Infield playing pretty much straight away here for the right-handed hitter. Blair rocks and fires, and that misses outside. Go all the way to the backstop as Phipps had a little problem hanging on to it. Good to see the Legends bat boys getting a little workout early.
Yeah. Loosen up, got to get yourself in shape for the big games around the corner on Thursday. The Legends open up the season at home.
This is fouled off right side. That's way out of play.
And, folks, let me tell you, too, this, Tom. I was up there earlier this week and saw the stadium. If you've been to a Legends game before, folks, you have not seen anything. This stadium in Lexington now is a brand-new facility, basically. They have redone everything there. So you are in for a treat next time you make a trip to Lexington for a Legends game.
Hard shot to the shortstop as Rondon comes up with it. Delivers over to Becker, and we got 2 outs in the inning.
And Tom, you and I, we like to eat.
Oh, yeah.
And the ballpark food is always incredible.
First time I had something there, besides your normal staples like chips and
like corn dogs.
Like the first time I had some of their nachos one time, I said, these are tremendous. There's a pitch, catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Trey Williams, the third baseman, who got a lot of work early on in this game, down at the hot corner. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled off into the netting. Pretty good little crowd out here tonight. Glad to see people out. You still got time to come over and check it out. Here's the windup in the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Curveball. Nothing Williams could do but just watch it go by, and that'll be the third strikeout of the game for Blair in the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We'll head back to the top of the third inning here with no score at Eastern Kentucky University between the Legends and the Genomes on WBONTV.com.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
Welcome back to Eastern Kentucky University. We've got professional baseball for you on WBON TV, and none better to call the play-by-play of the third inning than a professional in his own right, Mr. Michael Watkins.
Tom, quit trying to make my head big, man.
I'm trying to get a free dinner out of him.
Well, listen, we got what, Tom? So what? 2 weeks ago, I guess 3 weeks ago, I got to celebrate my 33rd birthday, Tom.
I know.
I'm climbing up the ladder.
Catching me, man.
Tom will celebrate his birthday on Monday, folks. So
39th on Monday.
When you wake up on Monday morning, be sure to reach out to Tom or give him a call on the Coyote listener line, 100.7 The Coyote, and wish Tom a happy birthday. I'm not going to say his age.
Thank you.
But I tell you what, Tom used to look really good in the black and white. And I Love Lucy. That was his show he aired and played in. And
103 years old on Monday. The voice still sounds good,
yeah.
So we're in good shape, right? As long as I can get to the ballpark and have a voice, I'll be in good shape.
So back to action. Here we go. Leading off for the Wild Health Genomes in this inning is who we got here, Tom? Again, with the numbers, it's hard to keep up.
Will Decker.
Will Decker. And then we got Kiefer on deck, excuse me.
And then they get to try it all again.
You know, usually by this time you and I are in mid-season form calling games, but with all the
what have we done? One?
We've done 2 so far. So It's been slow for us getting these games in, but excited to see some of our coverage area teams get some games in. We've had a couple of model games that were scheduled to be on BON that were rained out. We got some really talented young players in the county.
He called it a strike. Oh my! Sorry.
Well, last year, Tom, we had the robot strike and ball call.
I hated that.
We're going back to the old school way of doing it this year. This one's choppered over to first.
That coach at first is fired.
He's young, too.
Yeah.
A youngster. Do you want to try to get
I tell you what, I think that is the
is that our draft pick? Yeah.
That's the first female coach in the Atlantic League. First ever.
Swing and a miss for Decker. He'll go down on strikes. And that'll bring up Kiefer. The third strikeout for Preseno. He's pitched well.
Yeah, not a lot of pitches. 18 pitches coming into this inning. He had 4 there, so 22 pitches through 3 innings. He's going to get a lot of work this year if he keeps that up.
Yeah, again, he's had some experience in the big leagues, pitching for the Reds and the Dodgers. And we got the Genomes up to bat here, after a highly anticipated wait for the nickname of what this team was going to be. They finally came out and announced it was the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes, and they will be the 10th club in the Atlantic League. And the manager, Tom, Mark Minakazi. Mark's had a pretty good career in his own right, taking over this organization as the managers. So expect big things out of this team this year, and as they try to settle into this new league.
Well, you got 10 teams total, 2 divisions, and the Genomes and the Legends play in the Southern Division. So you got a 40% chance of winning your division. Ooh.
Man, another strikeout by Corsino.
Wow.
He is dealing right now. Strikeout number 4, and we're just here in the top of the third inning.
P.J. Phillips down there in the dugout, Michael. He's had to get a cloth out and wipe the drool off his lips here. He's pitching so well tonight.
I want to save some of this for the regular season here in a week or so.
Well, I figure you'll probably get to see this young man out there to start the season off. Either him or maybe J.J. Hoover.
Yeah, Hoover. I think
there's a couple more that are.
I think O'Sullivan might be back.
Yes.
We've got some names that Legends fans should be familiar with as this pitch comes in.
They picked up another Reds pitcher too. I'm trying to remember who that was that they picked up. He pitched a little bit last year for them. Isn't this awful? Don't get 39 years old, folks. You start losing your memory.
0-2 the count. 2 outs and the pitch outside. Well, Tom, speaking of that, so I don't know if you remember or not, but before the game you did say you'd probably give me a couple $100 free of charge, no interest, before we came on the air. I'm not sure if you remember that or not, but
I'm like a leprechaun. I'm a little short.
Here's the 1-2. Inside pitch to back Moorer off of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Demetrius, a shot to third base, but Williams made a nice play on it to throw him out.
Good speed, too, with Moore.
Yeah. He made it a close play with his speed.
Pitch outside. Got a full count now as Rossino, 4 strikeouts here through 2 2/3 innings. Trying to make it 5 if he can strike out Moorer. The wind up and a grounder over to short. Backhanded, thrown over, and a nice dig over at first base by Marshall to complete the putout. Rossino back-to-back, 3 up, 3 down innings, and the Legends and the Genomes are still scoreless. We'll step aside for a 1-minute commercial break, folks. We're here live at EKU. It's the minor league baseball teams in Lexington, the Genomes and the Legends, squaring off at Turkey Hughes Field. We're here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury. I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, the health and safety of our patients is important. Along with following CDC guidelines, we have added a JADE unit, a medical-grade air purifier in every operatory. Our new patient special, x-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride is only $99. We offer patients single-visit restorations on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. We are equipped to handle all your dental needs from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. Call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
It's frustrating when something unexpected happens to our vehicles. That's why Chris Thorne and the staff at CT Diesel Repair are here to ease that burden. They offer roadside service, can come haul your vehicle to the shop, and will keep you updated throughout the entire process. One thing that keeps our vehicles performing at their highest level is the tires we put on them. CT Diesel has great deals on tires right now, just in time for the colder weather ahead. Mention this ad and get a free rotating balance with any oil change at CT Diesel Repair. Visit ctdiesel.us for more information.
We are back at Eastern Kentucky University. It's the Genomes and the Legends in professional baseball here in the city of Richmond. Always good to have a something little extra, especially on Easter weekend. Happy Easter to you. Let's take it back over to the main man himself, Mr. Michael Watkins.
Appreciate it, Tom. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've got a big game here in Lexington today, folks. The Legends and the Genomes, and coming up to bat for the Legends, we got Cuevas here leading or batting first in the bottom half of this third inning.
Yeah, he's Legends, because it's a game that is a preseason game.
Scrimmage game.
They're batting 10 guys in the lineup.
Oh, that'll be an error. A little E6 action here on the shortstop as he came in charging and allowing Cuevas to reach safely over at first base.
Tough play. I mean, he did his best. He barehanded it, came up with it, and really did have the opportunity to throw him out. Becker tried to stay on the bag as long as he could, and ball got by him. It was pretty wide, so That's a tough play. That's a tough play if you've been in the major leagues for 10 years. That's a tough play.
Got one on, and the pitch outside. It's ball one to Boog Powell with a runner on first.
Well, you know this is going to the right side.
Yeah, surprised we don't have a shift here over on this side.
He is a great hitter.
Another pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Boog Powell.
I noticed another thing about him was his eye last year. He drew quite a few walks batting out of that leadoff spot.
Well, it's just, I mean, it was just like Cole Sturgeon. I mean, Cole was the same way. It seemed like Cole Sturgeon was always on base when he was in Lexington. Of course, Cole started off the season for the Legends, went to a different team for the second half of the year, then made his way back for that postseason run. And he was a sight for sore eyes when he came back, Tom. What a great player Cole Sturgeon was last year in Lexington. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Powell takes it 4 straight out of the zone, and the Legends have 2 aboard for Philip Irvin.
The waitress has come in and got the steak dinner for P.J. Phillips. He's looking at his leadoff man, and he's just licking his chops tonight, man. It's going to be a good year for these Legends again. They're the defending champions.
This pitch grounded down the third base line and foul. Got here at Earl Combs Stadium. Earl Combs, a member of the New York Yankees. He was a 3-time World Series champion and a National Baseball Hall of Fame member. What a great player Earl Combs was, and a lot of hype surrounding some players here in Lexington as well. As that pitch is below the knees for Irvin, it's a ball and a strike.
Michael, there have been some great baseball players come out of Kentucky, especially the mountains in eastern Kentucky. Guys down there throwing rocks at planks when they're kids, you know. They ought to be able to fire a baseball.
Got a 2-1 count here to Irvin in the bottom of the third, a scoreless bottom of the third. 2 hits, no runs for the Legends. 1 hit, no runs for the Genomes. But we got 2 aboard here with nobody out for Lexington. Here's a 2-1 to Irvin. Lets it go by on the outside. It's 3-1, and just like they did in the first inning when they loaded the bases, the Legends threatening to do so again here in the bottom half of this third inning. With a 3-ball, 1-strike count, and Cuevas and Powell already aboard at second and first. Here's Blair with the pitch, and Irvin will foul it off into the Legends dugout.
He got his pitch right there, just a little bit early on it.
Well, base is not full yet, but the count is 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I like that.
It's the first time I've ever used that line.
You remember that. That's a good one. I'll be using that this season.
And the payoff pitch. Irvin lets it go by, and that will load him up. For the second time in this ball game, the bases are loaded, and this is a guy, if you're Aaron Blair and you're struggling to put it over the strike zone, you may want to go ahead and say, you know what, I'll let 1 run come across here because if I put 1 over the plate, it could be 4 coming across. With Courtney Hawkins coming to the plate. Was it the 4th walk for Blair? Yeah. 4 walks now for Aaron.
You're right on it, dude.
And I'll tell you what, Tom, Hawkins, after striking out in the first inning with the bases, with 2 on at that point, see if he can.
If I was a fan out there, I'd say, Hawk, hit that S on the Eastern on the scoreboard out there. He's well capable of doing that.
He might knock one into Commonwealth Hall, or the old Commonwealth Hall here, if he can get a hold of it.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss. And just as we've seen in several times before, the Hawk with the dirty intentions on that swing.
Great. I love watching him play. He's so fun.
This one is swung on and missed as well. We're building him up, Tom, and he's not coming through for us, but
I had a game.
It's still early on in the year.
I had a game last year. I was joking around with Keith, and I was calling his shots, and he hit 3 in that game, and I was, keep doing it, keep doing it.
Hawkins lets this one go by. He
good
had
eye.
3 in the final game of the year in that championship game versus Long Island, and just tore the leather off the baseball. And everybody was hitting home runs that game. Phipps got in one, and Brevier got one over the right field wall, and everybody was knocking them over the wall in that championship game.
It was fun sitting at home watching the stream, watching those games.
Pitch below the knees, and the Hawk has worked the count back to a 2-ball, 2-strike count with Preseno on deck. And the base is chock full of legends.
Base hit here, you're going to see Boog Powell score from second easily.
Hawkins lets it go by, and there's absolutely nowhere to put Courtney Hawkins. Base is loaded, count loaded.
48 pitches now for Aaron Blair in the ball game.
Hawkins awaits the payoff pitch with the Legends trying to get aboard for the first time in the 2022 season. This is obviously a scrimmage game.
But you know that there's blood boiling out there.
Already.
Oh, yeah.
They want to beat each other, and they're going to play over 40 times this year.
I'm loving that. That's going to be fun to see how that turns out.
So here we go. The payoff pitch once again from Blair. Hawkins swings through for strike 3. Second strike out of the game for Courtney Hawkins. Now Minikazi and his coaching staff may see a change. Aaron Blair will come out of the ball game, and the new pitcher coming in for the Genomes will get this information and let this young man warm up as we are scoreless right now in the bottom of the third. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We're here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-thru and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation. With 24/7 emergency services, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Welcome back to Eastern Kentucky University. Turkey Hughes Field on the campus of EKU. Glad you're with us for professional baseball between the Genomes, Wild Health Genomes, and the Lexington Legends. Both teams sharing a stadium, sharing a locker room, sharing everything except their office, Michael. I noticed on Twitter that the Legends are still trying to find the main office in the stadium up there of the Genomes. They don't know where they're working out of.
Well, it sounds like the stadium with all these renovations, Tom, they've added a different area up there. Maybe the Legends or the Genomes have an underground facility that they're working out
You've
of.
used that elevator, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's on the second floor? I've never been on the second
I've never been on the second floor either.
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they got one of the lower area suites there above the little bar that they have behind home plate, and I bet that's where they are. But I'm sure that
the Kentucky Ale tap room.
Yes, I sat up there. Oh man, first year I was down here about 4 summers ago. I sat out on a table out there and had a couple of brewskis and enjoyed a good baseball game. A lot of fun.
Got the Legends here taking on the Genomes here on WBON TV. We're glad to have you along here, folks, as these two teams square off. And new pitcher on the mound for the Genomes. So I went over to talk to Keith and Hugh. And, folks, if Keith and Hugh don't know who it is, nobody's going to know who it is. So Jose Preseno will bat, and we'll try to get the new pitcher's information in between innings here and get that over to you, as we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Genomes trying to stem the tie with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the bottom of the third for Jose Preseno, who was also pretty good at hitting the ball over the wall, Tom, last year for the Legends.
Yeah, he was definitely a great addition to the club when he came on board and got right involved with the offense immediately.
Yeah, Jose would bat in the 5th or 6th hole. You know, whether it was Keon Barnum ahead of him, he was a good guy to kind of back up the guy that was backing up Courtney Hawkins. And, you know, when you got this kind of power in the lineup, there's really nobody that you can pitch around because there's so much power up and down the lineup each and every single night. Preseno with an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the third with the bases loaded for the Legends. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and Jose will foul it off.
Well, he was we saw a while ago where a batter was real early and fouled it off. In that situation, I mean, he waited till the very last second and then swung and was way behind and fouled it off. Thing I've noticed, a lot of them are batting with an open stance.
Yeah, Jose is as well. And he swings through here for strike 3.
Wow.
That's a pitch up high. A lot of velocity on the pitch. A strikeout for Preseno is the 5th strikeout of the game for the Legends. And Swire now will bat.
I'm going to have to pick up on the stats for mystery pitcher.
It's Bradley Hines on the mound for the Genomes. Appreciate Keith Harden working here for us.
Yeah.
There's a reason that Keith and Hugh make the big bucks, Tom.
That's why.
Hines coming in here with a pitch outside, ball 1.
Is it Hines, Hines? All right, Bradley Hines. So he's got his first strikeout of the game.
Base is still loaded for Swihart, former Boston Red Sox. Here's the pitch. It's inside, gets away. Legends might come across with 1, and they will, as Cuevas will come in to score, and the first run of the game comes across here in this scrimmage as the Legends take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. And not only that, Boog Powell advances up to third, and Philip Irvin now at second base, so both runners remaining in scoring position for Swihart.
Wild pitch.
Swihart, a former catcher in the big leagues. He's the DH here tonight for the Legends. 2-0 count on the outside corner, strike 1. Swihart made his big league debut on June the 4th. He hit his first major league home run. This is back in 2015 against the Minnesota Twins. So Swihart also a former big leaguer. Again, played for the Boston Red Sox and now a member of the Lexington Legends. A 2-1 count. That pitch outside, 3 balls and a strike.
Michael, several new rule changes. They moved the pitching mound back to where it's supposed to be, the pitching rubber, 60 and a half feet from home plate, where it is out here on the college level as well as everywhere else.
3-1 to Swihart. Yeah, a lot of rule changes. We saw them, kind of playing around with the rule changes last year. Even mid-season, they changed some of them up, Tom.
Yeah, the other one I wanted to talk about was a situation with the DH. Now, last year, if you brought a pitcher out, if he did not hit in that spot, in the DH spot, then you had to remove your DH. Now, this year they've changed it. If your starting pitcher goes 5 innings, you can keep your DH for the remainder of the game, and that could be a big advantage for a lot of teams this year.
Well, especially with the kind of power the Legends can display at that DH spot. Here's Ben Revere. Now digging in, the former Lexington Catholic Knight. First pitch is a called strike one to Revere.
That the home plate umpire's been itching to call a strike here.
Crowd's starting to give him some love as well, as we've got an 0-1 count with 2 outs, and the base is still loaded for Revere. Legends with 1 run across on a wild pitch in this inning by Hines. Here's the 0-1. Make it 0-2.
Well, Hines has found something all of a sudden here. Stick right with it, young man.
Nothing in 2 for Revere. Let's see if he can get another run across here, or if that 1 run will be it for the Legends in this inning. Comes inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Legends loaded him up in the bottom of the first, had nothing to show for it. Did the same thing here in this inning. 1 run came across on a wild pitch, and now threatening once again. Bases loaded, 1-2 to Revere. The pitch is outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now, does the Phillies ring a bell for Revere? Did he play with the Phillies for a while?
Yes, that was where I think he kind of made his living at.
Yeah.
I think played for the Twins late in his career.
Yes.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Lexington native. This one chopped over to first. A lot of speed for Revere, but Hines over to cover in first. Plenty of time to record the out. And the Legends only able to get 1 run across as we go to the 4th inning. It's Lexington and the Wild Health Genomes. A 1-run lead for the home team. We'll come back in 1 minute here, folks. Tom Gross and Michael Watkins here with you at EKU and Turkey Hughes Field on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Welcome back. We are here at Turkey Hughes Field with exciting professional baseball, the Atlantic League of the Professional Baseball League. Glad you're with us. Tom Gross with my main man, Michael Watkins, and very relaxed atmosphere here. Got some folks out to see the game tonight. Wish you were here. You still got time. Come on over and catch the last several innings of this game. It's a great game. The lights are on. Comfortable evening. It's a little bit on the humid side, but it's not uncomfortable to sit out in the stands and enjoy a baseball game. They got the concession stands open, and it's a good night for some baseball here.
Tell you what, Tom, with Easter around the corner tomorrow morning, we have a freeze warning in effect for Richmond tonight, beginning at 3 a.m. into tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So if you're waking up early for that sunrise service tomorrow morning, make sure that you are dressing warm. You might want to throw on a couple of extra layers and grab some blankets if you're heading out to a sunrise service in the morning, with a freeze warning in effect from 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. and the overnight hours.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll lead off the top of the 4th inning for the Genomes, and they'll lead it off with the center fielder, Anderson Miller. Anderson 1 for 1 in the contest. In fact, he's got the only hit in the game. for the Genomes. He singled back in the first inning, was able to reach second on a walk, and then went to third on a ground out by Mahan, but couldn't score. Here's a shot. It's in short left and a dive, and Hawkins comes up with a gem out there. Put a star by that play.
And, folks, let me tell you about Hawkins. We check out the replay here on the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction replay. What a effort defensively. And for Hawkins, Tom, this is a guy, if you look at him when he's up there at bat, I mean, he is like a fullback out there swinging a baseball bat. For him to have the athletic ability to make a play like that, pretty impressive by Hawkins out in left field.
Riley Mahan steps in from the left side, his second plate appearance in the game, and he grounded out to the shortstop back in the first inning for the second out of the inning, so officially 0 for 1 in this exhibition game. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, outside, so 2-0.
Yeah, Corsino looking to try to go 5 tonight, and his pitch count is such. He's thrown 32 pitches thus far in the game here, and we're in the second batter in the fourth inning, so should easily slide through that fifth inning. Here's a foul ball. That's back at near us, hits the netting to the left side. Now, at Wild Health Field, Michael, that's about where we were sitting in the press box on the end up there, and it was the second or third game I worked. I had a ball just clear the net and came right in my window. Hit my ice water, knocked it all over the place. Fortunately for me, I did the best thing that any good baseball player would do, and that was duck.
Yeah.
Let it hit off the back wall, and then picked it up, and it's on my coffee table.
Yeah, and I've already had the conversation as this pitch comes through for Rossino. Strike three, strike three swinging, Tom. But I've already had the conversation with Hugh Davis that if that was to happen, I need him to use his cat-like reflexes and dive in front of me to protect myself. So
that's good.
Hugh has already said he would do that for me and take care of me there if that situation was to come when I was calling a game in the booth.
2 out in the inning now, a fly out and a strikeout, and Chris Shaw, the DH, is up. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Really impressed with Daniel Corsino. He's come out for this game, and I mean he's working it out there. Here's a shot. That's going to be out to the second baseman. Up with it. Bethencourt over to first, and they got him. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning with the Legends leading the Genomes by the score of 1-0 on WBONTV.com.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
Life can be so hectic. The most important moment in my life is my escape. The moments when I'm free from all of the notifications. The moments when I'm with you. You are my escape.
Carissa Boutique. Simply unforgettable.
At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-thru and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy.
Max Povey is going to be pitching now for the Genomes. We come back out here in the bottom of the fourth inning, a 1-run lead for the Lexington Legends over their new in-city rival, the Wild Health Genomes. And as we come out here for this inning, we'll turn it over to the play-by-play angelic tones of Tom Gross, who will celebrate his birthday on Monday, folks. So be sure to reach out to Tom and I will be buying Tom's lunch on Monday. He can have anything he wants off the dollar menu at McDonald's.
Oh, man, really?
Up to $1.50, Tom.
Oh, I love it, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Best birthday present I've had at Wallingford Media. Now, I take that back. Tristan got a big spread one time there. I think. It might have been from the barbecue place over there, Sonny's.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I remember that.
Oh, that was good. We had ribs floating out our ears that day. Here we go, bottom of the fourth inning. Let's see if we can get some more runs for your Legends here as M-squared Montrell Marshall will start it off, and he rips one foul down the right field line. Didn't leave much of a hide on that baseball as he got every bit of it, just a little bit late on the swing. Flew out to left field back in the second inning, hit it a mile high. Here's a shot. That's in the gap. That's going to be in there for a base hit. So Marshall with the second, just the second hit of the game for your Lexington Legends. 0-1 pitch, and he hits it between the shortstop and the third baseman. Don made a nice effort on it, dove for it, got a glove on it, but couldn't haul it in. And Legends back at it again here. First runner on, leadoff man on. They've done it every inning thus far, and that being the second base hit. Here's the pitch from, is it Povsey?
Povsey or Povsey or whatever, however you want to go with.
Povsey, big, tall right-hander. Sets. Here's the sign. Here's a bouncer to the shortstop, over to second base one, back to first to Becker, and they got him a double play ball as Bethencourt hits into the DP. The 6-4-3. You hate that as a batter. Nothing worse. So the put out at second, shortstop to second baseman, and that'll bring up Williams. Trey struck out back in the second inning to end the inning on an 0-2 pitch. So he's 0 for 1 in the contest. Here's the pitch, and that curveball hangs, stays way up high and over the head of Williams. The windup and the pitch. That catches the outside part of the plate, in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 out. And the pitch. That's laced down the third base line. Nice stop down there by Becker. Long throw. Did he get him? He tagged him. Lost the ball. On the tag. Ball got there in time. Nice tag by Becker, but the runner running through it, Williams, was able to dislodge the baseball, and he'll be safe at first base. So who gets the error on that? I would imagine the first baseman.
I would think so, yeah. That's a bang-bang play.
I don't see. What's the F stand for? Fielder's choice?
No, that would be, that has to be it.
Got to have a runner on. Maybe that was the E. Yeah, I think that is. It's just the bottom's not showing up there. So we'll call that E4. Williams on first base. The pitch as Cuevas, the shortstop. He reached first base on an error on the shortstop. He went to second on a walk, third on a walk, scored on the wild pitch, the only run in the ball game thus far. And there goes the runner, swing and a miss, and that'll be another strikeout, and that'll retire the side in the inning. No runs. There was 1 hit, the second hit of the game for the Legends. There was 1 runner left on base. We head back to the top of the 5th inning in just a couple of minutes on WBONTV.com.
For over 40 years, Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory in Berea have been helping families through the hardest times in their lives. With traditional burial planning to cremation, the folks at Lake's can help you honor your loved ones with final arrangements. Lake's can also help pre-plan now. Let your family members know what you want and help ease their burden. Visit lakesfuneralhome.com to learn how easy it can be to pre-plan. Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory, the only on-site crematory in Madison County.
Welcome back. We are at Turkey Hughes Field on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. The two Lexington professional baseball teams this year doing battle in a exhibition game tonight, and it's been a dandy with the Legends leading it 1-0. Let's turn it back over to the winner of the Michael Watkins look-alike contest.
Wow.
Mr.
Yeah.
Michael Watkins.
Well, it took a lot of time to get there, but we finally figured it out. After 3 plastic surgeries, we finally got there. So
Now, didn't you star in that movie Face Off starring Michael Watkins and Michael Watkins?
Well, I wasn't the star, but as we made it through the show, the movie, COVID hit, we had to cancel production. So
It was the plastic surgeon that really was the star of that show, right?
Tell me what you got planned for tomorrow, man. Got any Easter plans?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to wake up to a great Easter breakfast if I feel like making it. Of some
so I may be coming over your house then.
Cheesy scrambled eggs and some sausage patties. And then tomorrow for Easter lunch, I've got some cold cuts in the refrigerator. And probably tomorrow evening I'll do something because there's a NASCAR race on. So I like having a good meal when I watch a NASCAR race.
Got a new pitcher in there for the Legends, and Keith came over and told me his name, and as I normally do, I didn't write it down, so I'll have to get that from Keith here in a moment. But got a 2-ball, no strike count, as leading off for the Genomes is the shortstop Rondon here in the top of inning number 5. That one hit right back into the netting. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Nice job pitching tonight for Daniel Correa. Total of 38 pitches. He only allowed 1 run.
Or 1 hit.
Or, excuse me, 1 hit, no runs. Yes, sorry.
Just won't happen again.
I was looking, and I think they had 1 runner left on base in the first 4 innings. That was it, back in the first inning. That was Miller who singled and made it to third, but they couldn't get him in. Ground out and a strikeout.
And now it's Rondon, who played for an opposing team last year in the Atlantic League.
Nice to see, and I think that the Legends have helped themselves a couple of spots in the off season here, and we'll find out real quick. Got a big 4-game homestand to start things off.
Well, when you lose some of the names that they lost, you look at some of these guys that went on, and you got Roberto Baldwin, who was a huge performer last season. Tom, one of my favorite players, as this pitch comes in, and it'll be a walk to Rondon. My 2 favorite players last year, other than Hawkins, were were Tillman Pugh and Ben Aklinski. And both those guys were at the tops of almost every major offensive category last year. And Aklinski and Pugh not on the roster at the moment for the Legends or Genomes, but that could change as we go throughout the year. Tillman Pugh, man, his walk-up music was that song, I Got 5 on It. Remember that?
Yes,
and, man, he was an animal last year for the Legends. Was a good guy in the outfield and very rarely even missed a game. I think up until latter part of the year he played in pretty much every single game for the Legends last season. And Aklinski was a guy that played everywhere. He played, I think, maybe catcher a game or 2. He played almost everywhere in the infield except first base. He played almost every outfield position. So Aklinski was a guy that did it all last year for the Legends. And you lose some of those names, Tom, you got to find guys to replace them. And we'll see how some of these guys do, these newer guys on the lineup for the Legends. Boog Powell, obviously, that's a big name to bring in.
Oh, yeah.
Philip Irvin is going to be a guy that they'll rely on in right field. But, Swihart, a big name, played for the Red Sox, was a very highly touted prospect. Pitch on the outside corner. But guys like Marshall and Betancourt and Trey Williams, these guys are going to have to step up and be key contributors for the Legends this year. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Preseno liked that pitch.
Got Luke Becker here.
There you saw what Michael talked about a little while ago was his leadership out there. I mean, he's getting that team pumped up out there. Don't fall asleep on us. Got a runner on second base. We got a 1-0 lead. We want to hold on to that. This is unusual in this league too, Michael, because I think moving that mound in where it's supposed to be is going to make a big difference on those football scores we had last year in some of those games.
Well, yeah, I mean, the velocity of the ball coming across home plate is going to be up by maybe, sometime maybe 5 or 6 miles per hour on some of these fastballs because of how quickly it's going to get to the plate. I think that, as you said, could change. I mean, there were times last year the Legends were scoring 15 runs or more in, every game in a series, it seemed like. So.
Uh-oh.
Preseno, threw it into the outfield almost and got away with one there. It was a good arm from Preseno, but just kind of hit the dirt as it bounced up into Williams at third base, and the Legends catch a break. But now the Genomes threatening to tie it up here with Luke Becker at the plate in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, all he's got to do is get one out of the infield or hit to the right side, and it should tie this ball game. Wow. Wow.
Looks good here. There's a reason you and I are up here in the booth, though, Tom.
That's right. Yeah, we probably make about 33% of what that home plate umpire's making today.
Yeah, Matt Phipps will now bat, the catcher.
He gets $10, we get $3.
I'm going to give you my 3 for your birthday, though.
I appreciate that. Man, that's 3 things off the dollar menu now. I get a sundae now. I'll tell you what I'll get. I'll get a cheeseburger, fries, and a sundae.
It's not bad.
No, that's a good meal.
Got to find some way to pay the tax, though.
I'll go collect some pop bottles before we go over there.
Got a 1-1 count here to Phipps. One-run lead for the Legends, but runners at the corners and nobody out here in the 5th for the Genomes. This pitch fouled off. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I think that ball came up a little bit on him there because he didn't look too happy that the batter got the bat on it, and I think he let one hang there on the outside part of the plate.
Rendon at third, Phipps over at first. Here's a pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Preseno quickly up out of his stance behind the plate.
Saw him throw a couple out at second base last year, trying to steal on him. He's got cat-like reflexes back there, so.
Here's the 2-2. Runner taken off. Preseno will throw down to second. And Rendon having to hold up at third. But that does put 2 runners now in scoring position. And a base hit with the speed that is on the bases, Tom, could give the Genomes a lead here in the middle innings. Full count to Phipps with the payoff pitch coming and loading the bases. So now we got Rendon, Becker, and Phipps aboard, Tom.
Sacks are jammed. WD-40 in the left-handed side today. I think that name will stick. I like that. I hope that's his jersey number. Wouldn't that be sweet?
It would be a good little nickname, yeah. Will Decker, number 40. It'd be a perfect nickname.
WD-40 at the plate. See if he can grease things up for the Genomes here.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Goody.
2-0 the count. So you're on vacay this week, right?
Much needed, man. Yeah. Appreciate our general manager, Bill Clary, giving me some much needed time off. I haven't had a vacation since before COVID, so I did take 2 days off for a family function last year. But as far as taking, a week where you can rest up, I need it bad.
You going out to the Bahamas this year?
No, not this time. Probably the end of July. I haven't got it finalized yet, but I'm checking on prices, flights, and see if I can. I want to go somewhere warm where there's nice blue water.
Wow. A run walked in as Decker gets a 4-pitch walk with the bases loaded, and Rendon will come in. So after Daniel Corsino pitched so well through those first 4 innings, a new pitcher comes in for the Legends, and just like that, the Genomes have tied things up and are threatening to take the lead here with the bases still loaded and nobody out here in the 5th.
That's a herder right there for the Legends. Genomes, we may be looking at the new champs this year. Who knows how it's going to turn out. It's hard when you've covered one team.
Yeah.
And then now you've got 2 teams that are the home team. So
well, and we become fans of these teams that we cover either way, especially we cover different ones here at the high school level, but
right.
Now that we're going to be covering a different team at the minor league level.
Close.
Preseno, what a slide. How about that? Check out this replay, folks. Beautifully done as Becker will come in to score, sliding in under the tag, and the pitcher is hurt. And that was kind of an awkward way that he landed on that shoulder, Tom.
But I think it's the ankle. It looks like the right. Look at how his right foot's pointed there. I can't tell if that's just reaction to the pain or what, but.
Yeah, Rossino talking to him as well, so they're going to check on him. While they do that, let's step aside for a commercial break as they check on the pitcher, and we'll see what happens when we come back. We're here live on Go Big L, or excuse me, not on GoBigL.com just yet. We're here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
So Jesus Rosario, the pitcher that came in for Corsino, will have to be helped over to the dugout here after injuring his left ankle, Tom. And that run does come across to give the Genomes the lead. And this is a scrimmage. Now, there was no outs, but the 2 teams will now flip fields. The Legends will come back to bat and get another AB in here. And it wouldn't surprise. Now, this is, again, not going to be a full-length 9-inning game that we expect. I don't think there's really a game plan as to what they're really going to do, but they'll check on him over in the dugout now as Popsy will come back in to pitch for the Genomes And we will step aside for one more commercial break and come back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. We're here live at Turkey Hughes Field on WBON TV, Channel 9.
What does in transit mean? When you see that on our website at jackburford.com, it means your favorite Chevy is on the way. Call us at 859-623-3350 to reserve it, and we'll keep you updated throughout the entire process. See, it's that easy. Reserve your new Chevy today at jackburford.com. Your vehicle is now in transit.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We are back at Turkey Hughes Field on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University, and we're watching professional baseball tonight. The two Lexington professional baseball teams, the Lexington Legends, playing host to their counterpart, the Wild Health Genomes tonight. And the Genomes with a 2-1 lead with one hit in the game thus far. Some trouble pitching here a while ago for the Legends pitcher, and he had to be taken off the field with an ankle injury. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and up first for the Legends will be Boog Powell, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Boog is 1 for 1 in the contest and a base on balls. There's a swing and a miss as the count. Now no balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff man for the Legends. Pugh will rock and fire. And that's up high. Shoulder high pitch to Boog Powell. Boog, excellent season last year between a couple of teams in the Atlantic League. Here's the pitch. Big sweeping curveball. Misses outside. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boog batted second in the 3rd inning and walked. He led off a single. Here's a shot to the second baseman. Up with it is Mahan. He'll flip it to first. Becker puts the squeeze on it, and we got 1 out. That'll bring up the right fielder, Philip Irvin, number blue. They're not wearing numbers tonight. They're wearing T-shirts. Here's the pitch. That's inside and tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Irvin, good hitter for the Legends last year. Made a nice play on the warning track on a fly ball earlier in the contest. Tracked down a ball out there that had come off the bat of Luke Becker back in the 2nd inning. That's in there for a strike. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Philip Irvin. Misses outside. Count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We got 1 out. That misses, and that'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Must have been a foul tip because they are not adding the ball to the count, so we'll call it 2-2 with 1 out. Pugh, the pitch. This is fouled out of play down the right field line. Count stays even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Oh, hit him. I mean, that caught him right on the shoulder blade on the left side, and Pugh, the first one to come over and apologize and hope he's okay. So hit by pitch. And that'll move Irvin down to first base, and that'll bring the Hawk up. Right-handed power hitter for the Legends. The Hawk with a couple of strikeouts in the game. 0 for 2. He struck out in the first and then again in the third. So another opportunity with one out here, and the runner goes. They're not even going to throw the ball. He was halfway to first base before Pugh even delivered to the plate. So Irvin, with his speed, able to get down to second easily with a stolen base. And he's into scoring position as the tying run in this contest in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pugh, the pitch. Misses outside. Phipps tried to frame it in there in the strike zone, but home plate umpire would have nothing to that. Legends players getting some work in on the warning track. Here's the pitch. That's hit straight up. I mean, that is straight up in the air. First baseman Becker camps under it and makes the play. Hawkins gets the bat on the ball, but it goes straight up in the air for the second out of the inning as he pops out to the first baseman. And that'll bring up Jose Preseno, the catcher. Preseno also with 2 strikeouts. He struck out looking back in the first inning and then swing and a miss in the 3rd inning for the second strikeout of the game. 0 for 2, the pitch. Big sweeping curveball. Man, I tell you, that's that ball dances now. That looks like one of the bowlers on the PBA throwing one down the alley. Makes that hook real late. Here's the pitch. Fastball, that's up high inside. 2 balls, no strikes the count to Jose Preseno. So Pugh with the long look this time. Irvin dances off a second a little bit. The pitch. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate. Count goes 2 balls, 1 strike. What we thought might be a slugfest between these two teams has turned into quite the ball game here. There's a ball. That's hit straight up in the air in foul territory. That's going to go in the stands. Takes a hop. It's loose. And there's a young man going to try to go for the souvenir. Did he get it? He did. He came out of the seats down low, ran up and grabbed it on the second level. So our first souvenir baseball of the year. Need to run down there and get Preseno to sign that for him when the game's over. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Foul ball into the netting behind home plate. Irvin puts on the brakes, heads back to second. It's the Karen Valentine count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Room 222.
Oh, Tom.
You never saw that show, I bet, did you?
No, I did not. Sorry for leaving you hanging. I was talking to a well-intoxicated fan.
Sounds all right to me. I'd go join him here at the end of the game. That'll be a strikeout as Preseno strikes out for the 3rd time in the contest. That'll end the inning. In the inning, there were no runs, no hits. We had 1 runner left on base, hit by pitch Irvin, and he stole second. And that was the fireworks for the Legends in the 5th. We'll take a break and be back in the top of the 6th inning here on WBONTV.com.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you. The constant changing of the weather in Kentucky can put a strain on your heating and cooling system. It's times like these when it's good to have someone on your side 24/7. That's Madison HVAC. No matter what you need, Madison HVAC is there, from standard heating and air services, indoor air quality, or commercial refrigeration. You can rest easy knowing you're getting the best there is with Madison HVAC. Financing options available. Visit MadisonHVACR.com to learn more or call 859-625-1471. It's frustrating when something unexpected happens to our vehicles. That's why Chris Thorne and the staff at CT Diesel Repair are here to ease that burden. They offer roadside service, can come haul your vehicle to the shop, and will keep you updated throughout the entire process. One thing that keeps our vehicles performing at their highest level is the tires we put on them. CT Diesel has great deals on tires right now, just in time for the colder weather ahead. Mention this ad and get a free rotating balance with any oil change at CT Diesel Repair. Visit ctdiesel.us for more information.
On WBON TV, Channel 9, Tom Gross, Michael Watkins. We're joined by Ryan Schwam. Said it right. Okay, good deal. So Ryan, a new member of the organization here in Lexington, and made famous from the ALPBQ Roundup. I'm saying that right, too?
ALPB Roundup.
ALPB. I said the Q. I threw the Q in there, though.
A,
yeah, so this guy right here, Tom, I mean, is a minor league baseball genius. What are you pointing out here, Hugh?
The new pitcher.
Who is this?
Jeff Johnson.
Jeff Johnson in the game.
I know
okay,
him,
got it.
yeah.
Got it. So we got Jeff Johnson checking in here. And we got a 2-1 lead for the Genomes over the Legends. And Ryan, I mean, you see your first year here working with this organization. Just talk about kind of how cool things have been with this transformation of bringing the Genomes in and kind of what all is going on here with this organization.
It's been a lot of fun. I got a little bit of an early heads up since, I was talking to Andy, I was talking to Michael Koltak a little bit about coming in. They reached out to me when I was running ALPB Roundup, which I still am, but, got to be different.
Yeah.
And, they reached out to me, and from there they did kind of give me a heads up so I knew what I was signing up for. So I wasn't necessarily caught off guard, but it's been a really fun sort of immediate, cuts into your off season for sure. It's shortens all the time frames up, and it was we went right from finishing up a championship season to jumping right into 2 new seasons, which has been a lot of fun.
Now, you kind of knew about this, as you said, early on. When did the idea of bringing in this second team kind of come about?
Well, I think from the beginning, the league has been hesitant to do a sort of travel team to fill that 10th spot. So we got Hagerstown, Maryland. They got a new stadium being built and all that. So we're trying to figure out how we want to fill that gap. And I'll tell you, running ALPB Roundup, which is very stat-focused, I could have told you a long time ago that another travel team was not the move.
Yeah.
And I know the American Association gave it a go last year, and that was, I would say, nearly tragic results. And I think the league really wanted to avoid that. So there was always a rumor that they might find an alternative solution, but this was a new one. I'll tell you, I mean, I didn't have any suspicions about it until maybe 2 weeks before when they first mentioned it.
Well, we got the Genomes here, and they got some names that you might be familiar with, obviously. But talk about this rivalry. So obviously on social media, we've already seen the rivalry start growing a little bit, and I think throughout the year, over 40 games, I think, against each other this upcoming season. So there's going to be a lot of animosity, I believe, built up between these two teams, especially if you see one of them take off early and kind of get out to a lead in their division or whatever the case may be, and the other team kind of fall behind. It could create a little bit of a animosity there in the city of Lexington, especially considering you're using the same field, the same facilities every day.
Awful lot of familiarity. I count 22 steps between those clubhouses yesterday.
Wow,
so,
man.
If anyone's curious, it is very close and it is going to be very familiar. I know there have even been the conversations of, who do we want to throw our best pitchers out there in a spring training game before all this? So, but 41 times we'll be going head-to-head. That's a league record for a number of games against a team, but it fits what the league's trying to do, less bus travel, all that. And, I mean, if you want less bus travel, you might as well pair up that team as much as possible, the one that shares a stadium with you.
So talk about, so last year, when we were doing these games, you could watch them on GoBigYell.com. Talking to Michael Allison, there's going to be a little bit of a shift this year, maybe putting some of the games on social media, doing a little bit of a different stream. Talk about how fans can get involved if they can't make it out to the stadium every single night, how they can still keep up with their Lexington Legends or their Genomes.
Absolutely. And we do have some Genomes fans, some proud Genomes fans I see on social media. So this is for everybody, but we were making the switch over to YouTube this year. We're very excited about that. trying to get this as accessible as possible for everybody. We understand that, we're not going to be breaking streaming records or anything like that, so we want to make the most of it, make it very particular to our audience, and like a really entertaining product for them, because that's, in the end, it's what we are. I mean, we're a baseball team, but we are an entertainment product, so that's what we're trying to reach.
I think I figured out where the Genomes main office is.
Okay, what you got?
I've ridden that elevator up and down to the press box, but I've never got off on the second floor, and I'm thinking it might be hidden in there somewhere.
I'll tell you, I don't know who's running their social media, but he's around somewhere, and he knows a lot about this office.
Yes.
So they're hiding somewhere. Could be in the ceiling, could be under the floorboards. I don't know. I might need to get our Black Diamond Pest Control out there so they can check that out. Working in the sponsors,
Well, one thing that I wanted to talk to you about, too, and I've talked about here on our stream tonight, is if you've been to a game in the past at what used to be Whitaker Bank Ballpark or Lexington Legends Field, which is now Wild Health Field, it is a completely new facility, basically, because they've redone everything. The lights are different. The field is obviously different, kind of familiar to what, or kind of similar to what we got here at EKU right now. But, the video board is going to be different. So it's going to be a lot updated, and things are going to be a lot different than what you've seen in years past when you've came to a Legends baseball game, and you're going to see a lot newer facility. It's the same field, just newer and updated kind of things around the facility.
Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Again, steering into like the entertainment venue aspect of it, because we are wanting to be an entertainment product. It allows us to do a lot more with it. It allows us to, one, less rainouts, which is the opposite of entertainment, is a rainout. So we're getting as many games as possible in for the crowd. When they come out, they're going to see some baseball if they can. Working out the kids zone, so we're figuring out exactly how much space we can take up with that, see if we can get really wild with it. But what we're really getting adventurous is the things we can do with that new big video board, the things we can do with the new neon lights where you can, or the LED lights, which you can do the neon coloring with and all that fun stuff. So we're like working in some light shows into the schedule, because you don't want to do fireworks every night or we're going to be chased out the neighborhood. But we can do light shows without disrupting everybody and freaking the dogs out. So we can do that. We can do some fun things with, we're going to eventually be expanding sort of the netting on things too. Okay. So we're really making it.
People.
We are just all around. We're trying to think of fan experience as a foul ball, which would have nailed me in the noggin if there was not a net in front of us.
I had you.
Hey, I trust you 100%. Those hands of gold. But really just every single aspect, trying to sit back from the fan perspective and see what that actually looks like and how we can improve it.
One thing I really enjoyed last year was the roach race you had.
Oh,
and one of the umpires did not want that roach to win. And I'll never forget the game. He grabbed the roach and held him so the kids could win one of the races.
Well, look, you got to sacrifice the body sometimes, and we appreciate that in an umpire. But the roach race is coming back. I think it might come back for 123 as long as we can work it through the schedule. But
Love it.
we're going to be aiming to do something for, again, Black Diamond having a huge inning right now for us, by the way. Getting lots of shout-outs here on the broadcast.
Yeah. The cool thing about it is if a person who has lived in this area that's watching tonight or watches the replay of this and has not been to the ballpark in a long time, man, there are some cool changes and some cool things that are going on. And your guys' promotions, I mean, every day I'm seeing, beer special, hot dog special.
Park in the park.
And then you've got an opening day, great price for opening day tickets.
Absolutely, we do. So there's a promo code opening day where if you use that to buy your Legends tickets, you can also get a Genomes ticket with it. So that gives you both opening days for $15 total.
Wow.
So that's something that we're pushing right now, trying to get everybody out there, see both opening days, give everybody a chance to love the Genomes so that, personally, if you're a Legends fan, you might not love that. But, hey, you know what? Go see the other team. You can boo them. No one said you can't boo them, first of all. And I think what we want to do is bring more of that opportunity into Lexington. I mean, Lexington was huge, supporting us through the Bourbon Trail, supporting us through coming back for the 2021 season, all sort of the uncertainty with that. And we think it's a really cool way to give back to Lexington. If you're in Lexington 6 nights a week, almost every single week, there's a baseball game for you if you want to go.
Talk about you being around the team right now, what it's like with the buzz and this team looking to repeat what they've done last year, and obviously winning 3 championships in a row coming into now a new season in the Atlantic League.
Yeah, and it was sort of an early tone set from PJ. PJ was looking, PJ Phillips, our manager, was looking immediately to bring in some more talent, not just sit on. Keep in mind, that was a record-setting offense for the Atlantic League last year. And he immediately brought in Jordani Valdespin and Isaiah Stejeda, which have a Atlantic League Player of the Year award and a Hitter of the Year award coming in. So those guys, or at least the batting title for Atlantic League Array, so those guys are upgrading the offense even over what we had. And then really, I mean, this bullpen is full of guys who can just throw the baseball. So we're really excited to see. I mean, that energy, I think, is following everything across the whole front office. It's not just on the field. We're looking at the fan experience from last year. We're really trying to push it above and beyond. So, 123 games. We've already decided we want to do 123 promos.
Yeah.
And we know some are going to get wild. We know we've got Sexiest Plumber in Lexington coming up. We know there's going to be – we got to have a plumber pageant we're excited about. So we're going big on everything we can here, whether it's on the field or off.
I love that. That's great.
Well,
man.
Ryan, tell the folks, if they want to keep up with either team, social media, the best place to go to do that. And obviously, if you want to come out to a game, as that one's hit hard into left field and off the wall, Hawkins will get it in and score a couple of runs for the Genomes. They will pad their lead here.
Mahan with a double there, Michael.
Off the left field wall, going opposite field with it as well. But yeah, so if the fans like to get involved, tell them where they can go to either follow the Legends or follow the Genomes on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So the Genomes Twitter is at WH-Genomes. They're just Wild Health Genomes on Instagram, keeping it simple as possible. On Twitter, the Lexington Legends are at Lexington Legend, singular. I wasn't the one who made that decision. Someone else must have beat us to the punch on that one. And then on Instagram is at Lexington Legends. And then Lexington Legends YouTube channel, so watch the games. And we're a little bit everywhere. We're getting a TikTok up and running on the Legends side. We got some new social media people involved, and they're going to be working on that. So we're excited to see what they come up with, see what kind of trouble they also cause. But that's okay. Hey, that we got a different, crowd following us on TikTok. We can get away with a little bit more.
Yeah, TikTok's, really taken over, I feel like, as far as, Vine was the thing back when I was younger.
R.I.P. Vine.
I used to love Vine, man. I mean, that was the guy with the shoes, Daniel, back at it again with the white Vans. That was the popular one.
Yeah.
So that was one that was pretty cool back in the day. But, I think there's a lot of things with TikTok. You're going to reach a different audience, too. Maybe a younger audience that might want to come out. I mean, listen, if you're a college student, it's cheap entertainment. You're going to see some good baseball and some big names. I mean, Brandon Phillips and guys like that have played in the big leagues. Ben Revere. We got Swihart here with
got Phillip Irvin.
Yeah,
out
Phillip
there.
Irvin. So all these guys have played in the big leagues, and some really good baseball on tap in this upcoming year. We appreciate Ryan joining us. And if you'd like to keep up with all things Atlantic League, so you're going to be doing the ALPB Roundup still this year?
I will be. Yes, I will.
So follow that on Instagram. It's ALPB Roundup, and watched a lot of Ryan's videos last year. Obviously, Tom, we're doing these games late into the evening hours. I'd get on and check out Ryan's videos. He would always do a recap every day, and it was like it was the ALPB network that you were doing on
absolutely.
It got a little out of hand compared to what I thought, actually. At some point in the year, I fully moved on from a job I didn't like and just focused on that, figuring I'd be somewhere in the league next year.
Yeah.
But, it went a little out of control, but in all the fun ways. So nobody's complaining. Well, I'm not complaining, at least.
Well, you're here now. So you moved from where you met? Was it Indiana you lived in?
I was up in the Philadelphia area.
Okay, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you moved down here. You and the missus down here now. So
yep, absolutely.
Good transition though so far.
Beautiful transition, honestly. I couldn't have asked for a better time. Got a beautiful house. We're so happy with it, and just we're setting up our new lives as Kentuckians. Is that what it is? Kentuckians.
How do you like the Bluegrass? Pretty nice, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. I mean, look, this spring it's dragged out a little bit long. I don't know who I need to write a letter to about that. But beyond that, I mean, it was 60 degrees in December. I can't complain. And
get
people
right on that.
Yeah,
you got the
a
controls
strongly
there.
worded letter. But people could not be nicer in Kentucky, and that's and not saying anything about Philadelphia, but there's a reputation that's been earned. And here, man, you're all of a sudden taking a 10-minute convenience store trip because you had a conversation with 3 people you just met. So it's nice.
Exactly. That's kind of how things are.
It is.
I was over there just talking to the guys over on the other side, Keith and Hugh, and I ran into an intoxicated fan, and it wouldn't let me leave. So it was just, but that's just the kind of fun I think folks can have with you. And obviously, the more that you get involved with this stuff, folks, you're going to have so much fun. You're going to enjoy the season this year, and whether you're watching from home or you're at the games, all kinds of fun to be had. And you can check out the entire promo schedule up on the Legends website, their Facebook page. They're running some different, I've seen some voting polls up on Instagram to see.
Yeah, having some fun.
So which one you're going to be maybe liking the best this year, and check out those, man. They're going to be some free hot dogs on Tuesday this year.
Free hot dogs on Tuesday.
That's amazing, man.
I mean, I don't know how you pass that up. And I'm not saying we have the kind of entertainment that you do not need a beer special to enjoy, but boy, do we also have some beer specials for you.
Yes.
So it'll be a fun year in round. We appreciate you joining us, my man, and should be a fun season. Looking forward to working with you and the staff once again. And we're expecting some big things, and I think it'll be the kind of year that everybody will enjoy, no matter if you're a Legends fan or a Genomes fan, or if you're just a fan of baseball and want to watch some good baseball this year. A lot to be had throughout the season. You're talking to these managers, obviously, Mike Medikazi and P.J. Phillips. What are they saying as we get ready to start the year in about, 5 or 6 days?
Well, right now it's a lot of this looking at what the lineup might look like, what the pitching staff might look like. We have 27 roster spots right now. And, after what happened last year with all that offense and the number of pitchers we had to work through, people are just trying to figure out, how many pitchers do we really need here? Great relay, boys.
Got him.
Wow, good tag by Williams at third as well. Yeah, so I agree. I think it'll be a good season, and that's Ryan Schwalm. Appreciate you joining us, my man, and looking forward to working with you guys this year with the Legends and the Genomes. And, folks, we'll step aside for a commercial break. We've got the Legends and the Genomes squaring off here at Turkey Hughes Field on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. We'll be right back here on WBON-TV, Channel 9.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or, if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday, starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Hometown Dental prides themselves on being on the cutting edge of the latest dentistry technology. In a time where safety and their customers' well-being is of the highest importance, Hometown Dental is taking every precaution necessary, like by allowing patients to fill out their paperwork online before coming in for their first visit. Visit HometownDentalRichmond.com to see what sets Hometown Dental apart from the rest. They accept most insurances and want you to know they are here to help. Hometown Dental on Atwood Drive in Richmond, or visit their offices in Stanford and Lancaster. It's frustrating when something unexpected happens to our vehicles. That's why Chris Thorne and the staff at CT Diesel Repair are here to ease that burden. They offer roadside service, can come haul your vehicle to the shop, and will keep you updated throughout the entire process. One thing that keeps our vehicles performing at their highest level is the tires we put on them. CT Diesel has great deals on tires right now, just in time for the colder weather ahead. Mention this ad and get a free rotating balance with any oil change at CT Diesel Repair. Visit ctdiesel.us for more information.
All in strong, make it a Budweiser.
Here we go. We're back here on WBON as Tom sings to us.
Yeah, baby.
We lose our entire audience here.
No, I'm singing about Budweiser. I bet there's a bunch of good old boys out there thinking about that.
Oh, yeah, man. There's a couple of guys that I've been talking to tonight that have enjoyed a few of them already.
All right, let's get some Legends runs here, Michael. You haven't got to do an inning or so go ahead. It's all yours. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Jackson City, Michael Watkins.
Here we go. We got Sweetheart leading us off here, and Popsy still pitching out there for the Genomes in the bottom of the sixth.
Now, he's come in a relief role, and a little shaky start, but he's done pretty well.
Yeah, and I think as we go throughout the next couple of innings, we'll see some different guys check in for both these two teams just to get some reps in before the season starts here in a couple of days.
Nothing like actual game situation. I mean, you can't get any better than an actual situation live like this, and good training ground. And some of the things that the coaches have talked about already this year with the players, I'm sure have come into play here. Back when we had our guest in a little bit ago, we had a situation where ball got thrown back to the pitcher and got away from him, and it resulted in 2 stolen bases. So it's like fundamentals, man. You got to stay on top of it.
So we got Swihart leading off. He'll be followed up by Marshall. Yeah, so Revere might be done. Marshall's in the on-deck circle. And then Betancourt to follow him. A lot of new faces within the front office with the Legends. And, we lost some people. Though you and I got close with last year, obviously, with Cam Whitty, who's moved on to Western Kentucky University, working down there. Megan Angle, who was up in the booth with us doing some of the music and, the platform there, ran some social media stuff. Swallard strikes out. That'll bring up Marshall with the third strikeout of the game for the Genomes, or for Povsey. So Povsey's coming in pitching really well.
Yeah, he's done real good. He's got his first back in the 4th inning, and one in the 5th, and now one in the 6th. And that's going to make Minakazi very happy, I'm sure. We'll have to get him a little hand towel for his drooling for this relief pitcher. I love it.
Got an 0-1 count, 4-1 lead for the Genomes. And Marshall fouls it off to fall behind 0-2 with one out here in the inning.
Interesting the way the ball bounces here at Turkey Hughes Field compared to the stadium in Wild Health Stadium there in Lexington. A little more room between the actual playing field and the stands than there is here. You got some great seats here for Eastern Kentucky baseball. You need to get out here.
Well, and they got
see
a good
the
team
Colonels play.
They were at one point were atop the Atlantic Sun. They lost, I think, 4 or 5 games in a row, but ended that losing streak today against Central Arkansas. And again, that was here on this field earlier this afternoon. That pitch grounded over to second base, and a quick throw over for out number 2 in this inning. Now to bring up Betancourt for the Legends. Yeah, good baseball around the area. Obviously Madison Central, look at what they've been able to do in their history. And, there's been some really good teams come through for the Indians, some good players that are playing right now for EKU that played at Madison Central. But Madison Central is a softball team ranked number 2 in the state RPI standings, so that's a team that I think people can get behind. They had the Madison Central Triangle today and won both of their games against Rio and Oldham counties. So playing some good ball early on in the season is Madison Central softball. Got an 0-1 count here for Betancourt. Pitch up high, 0-2. Make it 1-1. Pitch up high, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We appreciate you tuning us in here, folks, on WBON TV Channel 9. A busy couple of weeks for us with some baseball and softball. Finally going to get them on the airwaves as Betancourt finally gets another base hit for the Legends. Pulling this one into left field for a 2-out single. Putting one aboard with 2 out in the inning for Trey Williams. But we'll be somewhere Tuesday afternoon. Not sure exactly what game we'll have for you Tuesday, but we're going to be most likely at Madison Central Tuesday afternoon for some baseball action. And then as we go throughout the weeks ahead, we'll have Friday night action, the 11th Region versus 12th Region All-Star game. On Saturday, we'll have a live video coverage of the Madison County Sports Hall of Fame, the inaugural induction there. And then coming up on Monday, I think it's Estill County Madison Central baseball over at Berea College. So a lot of action coming your way here on WBON. Povsey with a 1-0 delivery to Trey Williams. Outside 2-0. It'll keep Betancourt over at second. It's a good job by the catcher for the Genomes. That's Mike Phipps behind the plate, keeping that in front of him and not allowing the runner to advance. Two balls, no strikes to Williams if he can trim the lead here for the Genomes. Runner taken off and easily in there at second base is Betancourt. And the Legends have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs now, and Williams a 3-0 count. Povsey gets the sign and the 3-0. Up high, ball 4, and Williams will be aboard. So a walk by Betancourt and a stolen base, and then Williams able to coax the walk. to aboard for Cuevas now for the Legends with 2 outs in the inning. Popsy will check on Williams over at first. From the stretch, a little chopper over to short. He'll flip it over to second to get the force out and in the inning. And the Legends strand a pair down by 3. It's 4-1 Lexington down 3 to the Wild Health Genomes here at EKU. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break, and we'll come right back here to Turkey Hughes Field on WBON TV.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
Back here on WBON TV, Channel 9, looks like we've got a new pitcher coming into the game for the Legends as the lefties set there warming up. See if we can get the update from Hugh Davis on who that might be. And I think that's Pete Yorgan behind the plate now for Lexington as he will check in as well. Here on WBON TV, a 4-1 lead for the Genomes in this scrimmage game. And Tom, not sure how many innings we'll get in tonight. Not sure how many we'll actually have covered for you as well, but we will be here with you for the majority of the way here on WBON. Tom Gross and Michael Watkins, we're glad to have you along here, folks. Tom, I got you turned on now. You're good.
All right.
So we got Easter tomorrow, and hopefully some warmer weather ahead. You know, it's been so chilly and the rain and last Saturday, a week ago today, we had sleet and snow and sunshine and rain all in about a 3-hour span. So,
yeah, it's been. I saw a meme that I retweeted on Facebook. It said, "Me, dear weather, please give us some real spring this spring, would you please?" And then it showed the Pawn Star guys down on, "Best I can do for you is sunshine and 80-mile-an-hour winds."
Well, you know, I think we had the thunderstorms coming in, you know, Wednesday evening, and it was pretty rough here in the area for a while.
Nasty, yeah. If you're wondering why I'm huffing and puffing, I've climbed those steps 3 times tonight.
Williams will come in and catch the foul ball, so a quick out for the Genomes.
I've always been a proponent for just a 1-seater restroom in the press box upstairs.
Yeah.
So you could just go in there during the in between an inning and come right back out.
Yeah, so some different players getting in. Now, we don't have an official roster, so it does make it a little bit more difficult for us here, but we appreciate all the folks being involved here on WBON TV this evening. Here's the pitch. That's hit right back up the gut. Be a base hit for the Genomes player. Looks like Becker going to be coming up to bat now for Wild Health. The Genomes, the newest team of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball, the ALPB. Getting some of these guys that are on the roster, Tom, some reps here in this game.
Yeah. Sorry, that was me. I didn't want everybody to hear me chewing. I'm enjoying some of these smokehouse barbecue. I've never had those. They're good. Barbecue tater chips.
I tell you what, Aramark does a really good job here. They're the concessions, supplier for EKU athletics, and also on campus with the Powell facility.
Yeah.
There's really been a lot of upgrades to the facility at EKU, and obviously over this off season with the Wild Health field, that one hitting to third base foul territory. Williams will collect that one as well. So 2 outs in this inning, both recorded by Williams in foul territory. Come on now, that the birthday cough over there?
Yeah, that's it. I need some Grandpa's old cough medicine. That's coming after the game,
A little
too.
elixir might help you
out.
out.
Oh, there you go. Add a little lemon to it.
That one's fouled off back behind home plate. Yeah, so you and I and Steve Tressler will be the trio to call games this year for these two teams. And, Tom, it's going to be a lot of games, 123 games for us this year to split among the three of us. But it's good. You and I last year split quite a bit of games ourselves.
Yes.
So it's good to have an extra game, or an extra hand on deck this season.
Especially with a second team coming in with a full schedule.
Yeah. That pitch caught in center field to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. The Legends down 4-1. We're here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury. I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, the health and safety of our patients is important. Along with following CDC guidelines, we have added a JADE unit, a medical-grade air purifier in every operatory. Our new patient special, x-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride is only $99. We offer patients single-visit restorations on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. We are equipped to handle all your dental needs from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. Call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Little Take Me Out to the Ball Game being sung right now for the folks here in attendance that have hung around throughout this game. Hugh, you want to hop on the air with us, man? You got some time, or are you down there working? Running the scoreboard, man. Hugh Davis does it all, folks.
Are we back on?
We're back on, man.
Folks, you got to try these chips. Oh, my gosh, they're good. Wow. I'll save some more for after this half inning.
Here live on WBON TV. Tom, I was telling the folks, so we're looking down at our schedule. In the next 8 or 9 days, we're going to have baseball Tuesday night. Friday night, we'll have the 11th region versus 12th region all-star game. Now, you'll be with the Legends Friday night.
Yeah.
Then Saturday night, we'll have the Madison County Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And then the following Monday, no sports show will be over at Berea College for Madison Central versus Estill County baseball.
Over at Berea College. I like that field there.
I did too. Good facility over there for Berea College. And
I like setting out right behind home plate, too.
Yeah,
that was fun.
And that was a good day for us, too. The weather was nice.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to be sitting out there in what we had Wednesday evening, obviously.
One of the few good days we've had this spring. You know what's going to do? I remember a spring like this we had. It's been 5-6 years ago, but it's like it went from rainy and dull, and we got into about the middle of May, and then it cranked up to 80 degrees all the way through the summer.
Yep.
I won't argue with that 80 degrees, so I like it. Something about when you turn 39, Michael, that you really like the heat, Throw an extra cover on the bed at night.
Well, yeah.
Keep the fan running, of course, but throw an extra cover on to stay warm.
So Pete Yorgan at the plate for the Legends. played for the Legends last year, Tom. Was
one
of the many catchers put out there by P.J. Phillips. If I recall, we had 5 different catchers throughout the year. We had 6. We had Jake the Snake Romansky.
Yeah,
and I liked Romansky, too. I liked he kind of reminded me of Doug Mirabelli, being a Red Sox fan, former Red Sox catcher. We had Romansky. We had Jordan Pacheco. Dr. Pacheco is what you called him. He retired midway through the year. Baseball doctor, yeah. And then we had Correa, Preseno, Pete Jorgen, and there was a couple another guy that mixed in there late in the year as well. So a lot of guys got some reps at catcher for the Legends last season. Looking at some of the names that were, Chris Fernacci was a guy last year that was an important piece.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys that played last season for the Legends that are not on the current roster. Now, that doesn't mean they won't be back, folks. A lot of movement in the Atlantic League as these guys get called up and have their contracts purchased by some of these big league teams.
You don't know who this is batting, do you?
It's Jorgen.
And he's in for
Preseno. Or maybe Swihart.
He's down. He's got to be down the roster here somewhere.
Yeah, he got to be down there.
Bethencourt or Williams or.
Let's see who that is on deck. That's a different player on deck.
Yeah,
it's hard for us because we don't
no
have
numbers.
official rosters or numbers on.
We'll catch it up. It's not. It doesn't count anyway, but it's still fun. Gives us a chance to keep up with things. But they said it, PJ told our stat man that we'd see a lot of different players tonight. Everybody's going to get a chance to get some swings, play a little defense, be out there in a full game, full go situation, and it gives them something to talk about, work on a little bit, get some things accomplished when they go through their everydays.
Pitch is fouled off.
Now, Brandon Phillips still part owner in the Lexington Legends.
Yeah.
And we're going to see, he'll be out there. I saw him a lot last year because I worked the weekends.
Yeah.
And he played a lot of weekends. I remember him getting injured a couple of times where he sat out the weekend. But other than that, he has a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he has a huge time playing the game of baseball.
Yeah, a big personality is Brandon Phillips, that's for sure. Folks, we are going to wrap up our broadcast here after this inning is over here on WBON TV. We appreciate you joining us here. Once this inning is over and the scrimmage game for the Genomes and the Legends, we will wrap up our broadcast and get it back over to our regularly scheduled programming on WBON TV. But, Tom, if you're a Legends fan or a Genomes fan, want to check out some baseball this year, don't forget to check out the Legends YouTube channel. And then we'll be excited to get back out there throughout the rest of this year and get some more of these high school games in as well.
Well, I'll miss you next week except for Friday and Monday. So, really, you're only going to miss me 3 days next week. But you'll have to find another station to listen to in the mornings,
I might tune on. Is Bill Clary tuning?
Yeah, Bill will be there. He does a great job. Yeah, I think Miss Tracy is going to be back in the afternoon starting on Monday. So we've missed her for a while and had some things she had to do. So glad that she's coming back on board. Man, he got a hold of that.
He did.
Just was a little early. Boy, I like his build. I mean, he's got that baseball player stocky swing build.
Yeah, Irvin's going to be a big guy, a big piece of this team this year.
You get those hips into your swing and hitting the ball, it's going to sail. Wow. Good cut.
That'll do it, folks. Irvin will strike out to end the inning, and that inning will come to an end. They're going to play one more here in Richmond as the Genomes and the Legends facing off. But we're going to wrap up our broadcast and get you back into the regularly scheduled programming on WBON TV Channel 9. Folks, we do want to wish you a happy Easter. Hope you and your family stay safe and enjoy the day tomorrow. We'll see you Monday night on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. We'll recap all things sports throughout the week and look ahead to what's ahead for us coming up next week. For Aiden Mills, our cameraman, our producer, Austin Hanks, Tom Gross, and myself, Michael Watkins, we'll see you all next week on WBON TV, Channel 9.